What if I told you there's a city smaller than San Diego, but with an economy bigger than the entire country of Switzerland? Welcome to San Francisco, the tiny city with giant pockets. This is the place where billion-dollar tech startups are born every week, where Victorian houses sit on land worth more than actual castles in Europe, and where one small peninsula churns out nearly $700 billion a year. But how did a foggy, 7 by 7 mile city become one of the richest places on Earth? And what industries are actually fueling all that wealth? Stick around, because you're about to find out why San Francisco is so outrageously rich. San Francisco isn't just famous for sourdough bread, cable cars, and the Golden Gate Bridge. It's also a mind-bending economic powerhouse. With a population of just 815,000, the city's GDP per capita clocks in at over $180,000, one of the highest in the world. But here's a twist. San Francisco's economy isn't just tech. Sure, Silicon Valley is the global epicenter for innovation, but it's surrounded by a surprising mix of industries: finance, healthcare, biotech, tourism, even shipping. And fun historical trivia. In 1849, the California gold rush turned San Francisco from a sleepy fishing village into a chaotic boomtown almost overnight. Today, the modern-day gold rush is all about data, code, and venture capital. So let's break down the top 10 industries powering San Francisco's $700 billion economy. 10. Shipping and logistics. $8 billion annually. The Port of San Francisco may not be Los Angeles-sized, but it still handles 1.3 million tons of cargo every year. Fun fact, it's also home to a massive cruise industry, bringing in over 400,000 tourists per year pre-pandemic. 9. Education and research. $10 billion. World-class institutions like UCSF, University of California, San Francisco, drive innovation with over $1.5 billion in annual research funding. UCSF alone employs more than 30,000 people, making it one of the city's top employers. 8. Retail and food services. $12 billion. From the luxury boutiques in Union Square to mom-and-pop restaurants in the Mission District, retail and food remain vital. Surprising stat, the ferry building marketplace alone generates $300 million in annual revenue. 7. Tourism and hospitality. $14 billion. Pre-COVID, nearly 26 million tourists visited annually, spending on hotels, restaurants, and attractions. Fun fact, Alcatraz Island gets over 1.5 million visitors every year, raking in millions just from tickets. 6. Financial services. $20 billion. San Francisco is home to Wells Fargo's headquarters and Charles Schwab, managing trillions in assets combined. The city's financial district is often called the Wall Street of the West. 5. Real estate and construction. $25 billion. With median home prices hovering around $1.3 million, real estate is both a driver of wealth and a source of controversy. Salesforce Tower, the tallest building in the city, cost $1.1 billion to build. 4. Biotech and life sciences. $30 billion. Companies like Genentech and Gilead Sciences lead the way in treatments and vaccines. UCSF's medical research contributes billions more in biotech spin-offs and patents. 3. Healthcare. $45 billion. With UCSF Medical Center ranking among the top hospitals nationwide, healthcare isn't just service, it's also big business. 2. Professional services. $60 billion. Legal, consulting, and creative agencies cater to the city's vast corporate ecosystem. Fun fact, San Francisco has one of the highest concentrations of lawyers per capita in the UAE. Technology. $250 billion. Tech is the undisputed king. Headquarters for Salesforce, Uber, Airbnb, and Twitter. Apple, Google, and Facebook may technically be headquartered outside city limits, but their influence dominates. Market caps. Salesforce, $250 billion. Uber, $85 billion. Airbnb, $90 billion. Exports, challenges, and opportunities. So what does San Francisco actually export? Mainly tech services and intellectual property. Think of it like this. Instead of shipping goods, San Francisco ships ideas, code, patents, designs. But the city isn't without challenges. Sky-high living costs are pushing out middle-class residents. Earthquake risk remains a lurking danger. Income inequality is stark. With opportunities, San Francisco is also leading the charge in green tech and AI. With billions flowing into startups, the next economic wave could be powered by clean energy and artificial intelligence. And how does San Francisco compare to rival cities? New York City, bigger finance sector. Los Angeles, larger entertainment industry. But San Francisco beats them both in GDP per capita and venture capital per resident. This is why San Francisco is so rich. It's a magnet for talent, money, and innovation. From gold rushes to tech booms, San Francisco has always been a city of reinvention. And despite its challenges, it remains one of the world's most powerful economic engines. So, what do you think? Will San Francisco stay on top, or is its wealth bubble about to burst? Hit like if you learned something new, subscribe for more deep dives into the economies of the world's most fascinating cities, and drop a comment. Which city should we cover next? Thanks for watching.